Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. First and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's second and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
From the 1, second and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Trey Lance. Touchdown, New York. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Now, faking the give. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
In motion now, it's Collins. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Dell motioning over. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now they'll set up to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away. Get back out there on third down and give yourself a chance.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Fourth down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. To throw is Lance. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Lance looking to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Lance. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Lance. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, here's Lance. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
How'd you like to be this offensive play caller? You're knocking on the doorstep thinking you're in prime position here to come away with 6. Now after suffering 2 consecutive sacks, you're looking right into the eyes of a field goal try, and that's pretty demoralizing.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It is a big-time play for Houston. 35 yards. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Tank Dell.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Run out of the gun with Cook. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown, Houston. Now Clammy Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance going for it all. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's Lance. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one taken in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Good coverage by the kicking team. He's out of bounds, shy of the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to In order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Neighbors. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Lance. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing, Lance. Open man is Cager, the tight end. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Lance. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable?
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Schultz is the motion man. On the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Texans set to punt this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Oh, and they brought the heat trying to block the punt. But without the open target he was relying on, the punter turned quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball. That pressure helped create a sense of panic and led to a throw right towards that defender.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. To throw, here's Lance.
The pass on third down. Christian Harris on the tackle. A loss of 5.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd and 2. Dell motioning over. Now faking the give. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Can't fault the effort. He got him for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Houston.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Here's a handoff to Cook. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Once again, it's Cook. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee, one more time. And that should just about do it. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a